I wake up every morning for the opportunity to encounter myself in intimacy. And so I have to stir myself up. I go into my inner course of introspection, and I'm seeking vision of a higher degree of myself, so the vision can produce a beholding, a conception. I'm looking for the seed. The yod is the seed that gives me conception that I would conceive. I'm looking for something. I'm looking for this to impregnate me. I'm going into intimacy through my intercourse so I can get a seed that impregnates me so I can conceive.
A conception.
A conception.
Yeah. That's so good.
So
you're talking about, this is just, hold on. To conceive a conception, something in the mind.
Conception is neutral. Conception is not outside of anything. When you say conception, it's a conception of the mind, absolutely. And it's also something within. It's in and it's out. It's multiple in its expression. Duality wants to pull it apart to say conception is this or that. Conception is all. So yes, absolutely. I'm talking about conception of the mind that then would go, I have my mother's mind, and I have my father's heart. Because my mother reared me in the ways to teach me, to point out, to direct me, right? The intention of what making love is, because that's my father's heart. So my mind and my heart are of the same nature. I've come into equilibrium or harmony with myself. Through conception of vision or seeding, I journeyed into the intimate conception of mother and father within one vessel. So when I do this inculcatively, which means over and over and over, I intercourse myself through seeding a vision that produces conception that allows me to conceive over and over again. Well, this is the word for, there's your cough new one Carrie ended up with, which means yes. I've established through inculcation my yes. That's just right there.
Does anybody know what shakan is?
Does anyone know what shakan is? Sheen Kuf Nun.
So last week we talked about it. The Mishkan or the Shekinah, it means to dwell.
This is my dwell. I'm building a temple here.
AKA it's directly connected to the tabernacle. What is our tabernacle?
Your temple.
Flesh suit that can move from station to station.
So if I do this correctly, and we're using intimacy and conception as intercourse as a metaphor, really, why am I doing this? Why do I go every morning into my integration, my transversing, my translation, my interpretation of word begetting word? Because it's becoming, I'm learning to, again, seed a vision, to conceive through inculcation. This is the making love part. If I do this over and over and over again, right, I'm intimately connecting with myself through the act of making love. When I do this over and over again, at some point, I'm going to learn expansion. I'm expanding out because I've conceived the vision or the seed, and I'm conceiving it through inculcation. I am now, my impregnation is now expanding my belly. I'm getting ready to birth something. What am I getting ready to birth? The conception of my vision is now fulfilled in the expanse of inculcation. I am now that which I have imagined. I am the fulfillment of expansion. I am revealed as beholding, as begetting, as delivering, as reborn. Yahshua, the temple. That's why I intercourse every day, is for the purpose of impregnation, to become built. So I'm infilled with inspiration for expiration, life to death. This is the risen death. I'm no longer in the sting, because I know the vision of intention through this is the influence, this is the intention. Fully infilled in the temple now. The Ruach Ha, because the temple is built as my yes is my yes, my no is my no, I can see through inculcation, and in that I'm the lineage of line. I'm legacy, Nun.
Oh, that actually makes so much sense the way you just said that. Because the Yod is always seeking Vav.
The Yod is always
Right?
seeking the Vav.
Because this vision or this power is wanting to be connected,
I hope
to take the vision and to
expand
it.
it.
So Yod Hey,
Yes.
then the fullness of this inspiration
Yeah.
becomes manifested as Vav Hey.
That's right. I no longer have vain imagination of what's going on here.
Oh, it's just sorry.
My imagination is filled up. So I hope you know that that's Yod He Vav He, but that's Yod He Shin Vav He, which
Yahshua.
is Yahshua. But this is the God man. This is how you deliver yourself, is through inculcation upon inculcation of self-delivery.
That's this.
And we're going to get to that, hopefully.
The pentagram.